In this video, I used my cyclocross bike, a Canyon Inflite with WTB Bioway 700x34 gravel tires on a road ride with my fast roadie friends. Also, as a bonus, on the way home, one of them joined me on a single track with his 25C tires. You're gonna see that too. But first, let's see if I can keep up with my fast roadie friends. Okay, this is me riding to the meetup. I'm a bit late, but while I'm on my way there, you'll notice I have the speed, the route map, and my heart rate on the upper left side of the screen. And let me quickly talk about my Canyon Inflite. If you follow this vlog long enough, you know that I can't resist off-road cycling. So I bought the Canyon Inflite so I could have a capable road bike. That's road bike with quotation marks. So I could still have the ability to do major off-road riding. The Inflite is a cyclocross bike currently fitted with 700x34 WTB Bioway tires. It's a gravel tire. The tire has a slick center thread and the little knobbies on the side. No aero wheels, just a stock cyclocross tire. The gearing on the bike is a weird cyclocross / gravel gearing, 46x36 crank and 1132 cassette. I'm riding with Mayo, Sean, and Daniel. Mayo is on the titanium road bike. I don't know what the brand is, unfortunately, but it's fancy. Sean on his Pinarello, and Daniel is behind me on his Ferrino. You'll see him later on. A little bit about the route. I should have put the distance on the upper left for the ride as well, maybe in a future video. But anyway, for context, the turnaround point is a cafe stop. It's about 40 kilometers away. And when we do flat road rides, this is the one that I like to do. It's a coastal ride without too much traffic on a good day. As you can see, we are flying. The first pull was Sean. He's really funny because he's super competitive and he'll let you know about it. He's been on form lately, so he's going pretty fast, and there's a part of the ride before the cafe stop where the road dips down and comes back up for a climb. That's coming up much further on the ride, and it was funny, so I'll make sure to show it to you. But anyway, as you can see, we're chugging along. I'm on the third wheel, and Sean is pretty tall, so I'm getting a good draft, and my heart rate isn't shooting up quite as much. And the guy in the dark jersey is Mayo, and he's eventually gonna take a turn at the front. Alright, you can see this is the start of the turn for Mayo, and I believe he will end up doing like 15 minutes in front at a really good pace. You can see it ramping up already. So when I first started road cycling, he was one of the first guys who I met who was legit fast. Him and Sean, actually. I mean, they weren't pro athletes or anything, but you know, like, they were just regular dudes with jobs who spent a lot of time cycling. So at the time, this must have been like 2019. It was a good gauge to see how fast I could go when I was cycling with these guys. Also, Mayo just recently finished the Taiwan KOM challenge, so I'm guessing he's in pretty good form. Anyway, back to the ride. This is a pretty good area to go fast because there's a lot of cover on the sides from the wind. And you'll notice that my heart rate creeps up a little bit more behind Mayo. Not only is he going faster and not only am I second wheel, there is less draft because he is slightly smaller than Sean. We're still flying. So we're still at Mayo's massive turn. I think he ended up staying in front for like 15 minutes or so. And at this point, I was wondering when it would be my turn to get in front. You can also kind of hear Sean shouting that it was my turn to take a pull. Either he was shouting or he scolded me. I'm not sure. Again, it's all in good fun. Sean is really fun to ride with, and this is me taking my turn in the front. Without a doubt, I was feeling the hurt. When it was my turn in front, you could see that my heart rate is up. It's also a wider road, which means more open space and less cover from the wind. Fortunately, there was no headwind today, but I don't know, it did not feel easy to be in front. So I tried to keep the same pace. I was joking with these guys that when I ride normally, I don't have the speed on my bike computer in front of me, but I knew that they like to go fast. So for this ride, I made sure to put the speed on and tried to maintain that average speed. Apparently it wasn't good enough because eventually Mayo went in front again. I guess it was not enough pace for that guy. And as you can see, the pace did go significantly faster when he took the pull in front. That's Daniel in the blue. Of course, he took a pull as well. I skipped a big chunk of his pull because I wanted to highlight this particular section of the video. So this is the section that goes downhill, it dips, then eventually goes straight back up to a slight climb. And this is a section that people love to attack. So I was expecting it already. You can see the speed build up and then eventually it goes back up to a climb. And then here they go. Them attacking up that climb, and we even have a hanger on the orange bike. For the record, I did not try to follow. I stayed with my pace, considering that I did not have a lot of mileage. I did not want to blow up my legs going through this climb, so I just kept my pace steady, and they just rocketed out of there. Of course, Sean had a good laugh. He kept saying in the coffee shop, "Where's Carlo?" Because I got dropped in that climb. All in good fun, Sean. And you know what? I'm gonna get you back, man. I'm gonna get you back. That point where we stopped all the way to the cafe was 38.66 kilometers, roughly flat. And we did it in an hour and 7 minutes with an average speed of 34.6 kilometers per hour. I had an average heart rate of 162 beats per minute. This was not an easy ride. There were sections in that ride where the thought of slowing down definitely went in my mind in the middle of that pull. And it was not easy, but I was able to keep up with the roadies. So there, I hope that answers your question if a cyclocross bike with gravel tires can keep up with fast roadies. I don't know, I felt like that was pretty fast. Was it fast enough for you guys? Now we're gonna take a look at Daniel navigate through single track with his 25C tires. Because on the way back, I told the guys that I wanted to check out a single track that I've been itching to go to ever since I discovered it a few months ago. And the two fast guys, Sean and Mayo, didn't want anything to do with it. But fortunately, Daniel was game to ride it. And I really enjoy riding with Daniel because he isn't scared to bring his road bike through less than ideal conditions. While I do enjoy the speed of road cycling, I gotta say that going off-road is still where my heart is, man. I just love going off-road. And I recently released a video talking about gravel tires, and in that video I mentioned that you can do gravel with pretty much any tire, but you'll be faster and more comfortable with a bigger tire. And you'll have a better chance at getting through mud too. As you can see, the terrain in this single track is not the most ideal. It's bumpy, it has rocks, and there are sections where it was kinda muddy. But Daniel's a trooper, man. He is going through it with relative ease, I think. So if you enjoy my videos and you want to hear more from me, I have a villain newsletter. I release it every week, either Sunday or Monday. And I just write about what inspires me that week. And I share stuff that inspires me as well. Try it out. And if you don't like it, you can unsubscribe at any time. Alright, I'll see you in the next video.